Mike with Mike's Bags. Today I'm reviewing the Chief by Southwest Bag Company. Let's go and dive in, break this bag down. As always, we'll start with materials. Slow side, this is that herringbone carpet that we're all familiar with. It's the same herringbone carpet that Southwest uses on the capo that I reviewed not too long ago. Same herringbone carpet on the slow side of the BG Wizard, Wizard L, Sorcerer, the B3 Fatal, the X-Level Counterpunch, the Ninja Street, the MX Meltdown. I could go on and on and on. There's a ton of bags that use this. This is a very popular material. Brand new, this material plays like a 5.5, 6 speed. If you keep it clean, wash it every now and then, keep that dirt and grime and sweat out of there. If you get a fabric shaver and shave it and keep it smooth, it'll stay kind of that 5.5 to 6 speed range. If you get it dirty, throw outdoors, get dirt, grime, sweat in there, get it really roughed up, fuzzed up, it'll slow down to like a 4 speed. Normal conditions, normal play styles, you're throwing indoors on a smooth surface, a clean surface, on pitch pads or whatever, it's going to get about 5 speed. So I call it a 5 speed, but you can really manipulate this speed. And I talk about all the time when I review this, you can really get this bag to play where you want. And to some people, they'll even have 2 of the same bags, and one, they'll be really roughed up, beat up, and it plays slower. One is super clean, they maintain it and plays faster, so they can manipulate this bag to match board conditions. Slow boards, you want the faster bag, fast boards, you want the slower bag or whatever. So you can really manipulate this, but for all intents and purposes of giving it a speed, I'm gonna call it a 5 speed on the slow side here. Fast side, this is the Viper Pro Sniper fast side material. It's a 9 speed. It's the same material that Southwest uses on the capo, but this is the other side of it. The capo uses the reverse side of this. It's fast. It's great for sliding the board in conditions, pushing through blocks, congestion, blowing up piles. So we're looking at about a 5 on the slow, 9 on the fast for these Chiefs. Template-wise, medium template bag, medium amount of fill. So you've got some flop. It is not overly floppy. It really falls in that just right flop range for most players. So if you like a fuller bag, you can still throw this. You like a floppier bag, you can still throw this. It kind of fits a lot of different play styles in there. Fill in here is a mixed fill. Absolutely love the fill of Southwest has in here. It has just the right amount of mixture, so you get that forgiveness on the landing. One of the knocks on this herringbone carpet is that it does have a kick to it. If you don't throw flat, it's going to kick. And fuller bags, bouncier bags, all bead fill bags will have a more punishing kick to it. But because this bag has some flop to it, and because this bag has that mixed fill, so you do have some flat fill in there, you soften up some of that kick. It gives it a little more forgiveness. The bag isn't that punishing. There's still a kick there to it, but if you don't throw a flat bag, you can just adjust your landing, and it's a consistent kick, and you'll be able to deal with it. But the beauty of that, having the kick, also means you can throw those cut shots. If you like to throw cuts like I do, this bag is great for cuts. You can really make some pretty harsh, aggressive cuts like you would with a stickier carpet material, but you can have a little bit faster material here, but make those really aggressive cuts. So the fill is also wonderful around the hole. Another knock on this herringbone carpet is it's not very hole friendly. It has a tendency to want to hang on the hole, and you get bags that have all flat fill or mostly flat fill in them. That flat fill gets up there, just settles, and the bag just sits there. With these beads are they're unstable. They're constantly moving. As long as the fill's moving, the bag is still moving. Eventually, it will drip in. If a bag does happen to hang there, it's very easy to take the next bag, just kind of clip it, get it moving, and you'll get the fill to fall in there. So love the fill that Southwest using this bag. I think it's a beautiful blend of getting the best of both worlds, the forgiveness on the landing and still get that hole friendliness on there. These bags are also very forgiving around the hole. There's just enough flop here that if you're missing left or right, and I always talk about that, that's my weakness, consistency. I struggle with hitting the same mark all the time. I tend to bounce around a little bit, so I need a bag that has a little bit bigger landing zone. And this bag is a little bit bigger than normal because it has enough flop there that even if you're missing left or right, keep that corner to grab. It'll pull the bag and spin it back in and drip it back in with enough speed. If not, it'll sit there and the next bag come through and collect it. So very forgiving around the hole as well. Let's go ahead and jump in and talk more about playability on these Chiefs. And it's a versatile bag. I love bags like this because I love the versatility of them. If you want to get up there and run bags in the hole, you can do that, especially on faster boards. I love this herringbone carpet on faster boards because you can get up there. It's very hole friendly. When the boards speed up, you don't have the bags hang as much. You reduce the kicks. A lot of the negatives on this herringbone carpet kind of go away the faster the boards get, especially for those of you who don't throw flat bags. So it's great for fast boards. If you like to run bags in the hole, like so you get up there and just run them, you can put your 4 bags in, outscore your opponent, do it really well. Where I think this material shines, or where I really like to use the material, is on more of a dirty style game. I like to rough this up and get it slower, playing that 4.5 speed. And then I have that control. I can throw blockers wherever I want on the board, level 1, level 2, level 3. I can put them anywhere, on my side, down the middle, my opponent's side. I can put back wherever I want. And then I have the ability with this fast side to come down and you're just clipping the corner. So if I get aggressive, put that bag more on my opponent's side, I can throw my fourth bag down the middle. As long as I clip that corner and get it going, I can take both bags in. Enough speed. If I throw a level 3 blocker, I can ride this bag all the way up there. If I've got multiple bags up there, enough speed on the fast side to push through. So it's wonderful for playing that dirty style game and then giving the option to clean up the boards afterwards. It's also great for shot shaping. I mentioned you're great for cuts, but rolls and flops as well. If you like to roll bag, flop bags, like throw cuts, whatever, you can definitely do that shot shaping with these bags. It really, for the average to advanced level, they're phenomenal. And it's wonderful if you play against an opponent who plays a dirty style game. Pull this bag out and you can do your magic with your rolls, cuts, flops, get around their bag, leave their blockers there, make them work. As I always say, if my opponent throws a blocker, I don't want to clean it up for them if I don't have to. I want to put my bag in, leave their bag there, or I want to throw a cut or a roller flop and get over across the front, take whole control, make them have to push through 2 bags. I want them to work to collect their blocker. And if I do it enough times, eventually they're going to miss, they're going to leave a bag out, maybe even leave 2 bags out because they're going to go after it and leave that collect bag and the blocker bag over there, and I'm going to walk away with 4 points. Do that enough, eventually they start pulling that blocker more to the middle, leaving you with an open lane, and then eventually they start getting rid of the blocker altogether because it's not doing any good. So that's where a bag like this Chief really comes in, is it gives you that option when you're playing that dirty style opponent to put bags in and make them work, as opposed to you having to work to put bags in. And then it gives you that versatility to where maybe you go to the next match, the next game, and you get an opponent who struggles to push through blockers. Now you're throwing blockers up there and putting every round, you're putting bags in the front of the hole and making them either have to shoot airmails or have to struggle to push through. And so it just gives you the ability to take advantage of your opponent's weaknesses. And that's what I try to do when I go to the board, is I always look for where my opponent's weak, and then I try to take advantage of it. I want to put them in positions they're not comfortable with. I want to make them do shots that are not their favorite shots, not their best shots. I want them to make mistakes. And if I can do that, I'm going to score most rounds and I'm going to end up winning the game. And a bag like the Chief, really, because it has so many options, it's so versatile, you can do all of that whenever you need to. And you can even change it up. And that's a lot of times what I like to do is I'll get up there, play 2 or 3 dirty rounds, and then also I'll start running bags, right? I've got them thinking, okay, blocker, blocker, blocker. They might hit a few airmails, going to roll. Now I'm going to start running bags, take away, give them a few rounds out, hit in that airmail, then throw a blocker. And now all of a sudden they've thrown, 12, 16, 20 bags, and all of a sudden now they've got to hit airmail, and maybe they're going to miss it. And so I like to be able to kind of play those mind games, and the Chief really allows you to do that. Leads me to availability on these bags. Southwest does their business on their Facebook page. Drop a link down below in the comments to their Facebook page. I'll also put their email address in there for those of you who do not have Facebook, and I know some of you reach out to me sometimes you don't have Facebook. Shoot them an email. Let them know what you're looking for. If you want to set a Chiefs or any other bags are reviewed, they'll be happy to get you taken care of for you. The bags run like $75, $80, and depending on, I think, the designs or what they got going on. That includes shipping, so that's all in, $75, $80 shipped to you. Phenomenal price. High quality bags. You're definitely getting your money's worth. I can't recommend them enough. I've thrown a lot of Southwest bags. They're all phenomenal bags. I don't have anything bad to say about them. This Chief is another winner in my mind. If you throw in the Chiefs, I'd love to hear your feedback, what you like, what you don't like. Drop a comment down below. Always love hearing you guys' opinions. I thank you so much for your support, and I thank you for watching.